Hi, Mike here from Entertainment Swindon. I'm here at the incredible comic shop at the Brunel Shopping Centre in Swindon. I'm with Javier here, who's one of our guys from Entertainment Swindon.
Hi everyone, how's everyone doing?
And John, the owner of this incredible shop. It has incredible in the name, it is incredible inside. It has all sorts of bits and pieces in here that just makes you want to just like fill a shopping bag and walk out and be very, very happy. It is the 27th of February, and guess what? It's Pokemon Day. Hence why we got a lot of Pokemon stuff in here, and we're going to talk Pokemon. So, John, what are you going to be doing as a store for Pokemon Day?
Well, the main thing we're doing is we have lots of products right here on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon have sent us for kind of giveaways and like prizes, so we're going to be raffling most of this stuff off.
Okay.
So on the day and for the week following that, everyone can come in and enter for free, just into a free raffle to win some of these prizes. We've got lots of cool box sets of recent things like Paldean Fates box sets. There is a Iron Valiant box set there. I'm not sure what packs you get in there. These ones are obviously a lot of Paldean Fates, which is a hard to find set nowadays, which is great. The Paldean Adventure Chest. Not the Charmander, unfortunately, but this one here as well. So we have a Combined Powers Premium Collection. Lots of cool things that they've sent us, including Sylveon Pokemon Day promo cards. Like, there's lots of little cool things to come and get involved in on Pokemon Day.
I mean, Pokemon Day, it's 29th anniversary this year.
Yes.
So it's nearly 30 years old. Why do you think it's such a success? I mean, I'm 51 this year. I remember going back in the day in the playground with soccer, football stickers. Like, used to put panini, I think is how you pronounce it. Used to get the book and used to stick the stickers in, and then basically at the end of it, basically you're still always like not got all of the pack, so you then pay to get Panini to send you the last leftovers and then fill the book up. I have none of them left over from as a kid. But I remember doing it. But how has this become such a phenomenally international success?
I'm not sure I'm equipped to answer that completely, but it's the collectability of it. Like, people like collecting stuff, and Pokemon's been so popular since I was a kid. Was it 1996 Pokemon started? And well, in Japan, I think we didn't get it until 99 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, it's just the excitement of collecting something. Opening something that you don't know what's inside has become quite a popular trend amongst lots of products. We do it for all different things, not just Pokemon. Nowadays, opening something and being surprised by what you get seems to be quite a unique dopamine hit. I get it's an adrenaline rush. Like when you open something and you get excited by what you open. And Pokemon has always had that. Nowadays, people are embracing it more than ever. So it's taken off even bigger than it's been in the last decade. It has a massive resurgence right now. People are excited about it.
All right. I mean, I'm 50. I know, obviously, Pokemon. I don't think there's a person on the planet that doesn't know what Pokemon is. I'm not the generation really, so it's like, you're close to this generation. You chatted to us about it. I mean,
yeah, exactly. You were telling me earlier that you didn't even know what a Pokemon was, right?
No, I thought Pokemon was a character.
Really?
Like, no, I thought it was one of the characters and just the main character. But you were saying like
originally it was Pocket Monsters, but they shortened it to Pokemon. Started off as a video game franchise, and then in recent years became an anime. And obviously the mascot being Pikachu, and now the Pikachu Illustrator card's going for 5.72 million. It's ridiculous how it all started.
Which is now basically, was it Paul Logan who fought Tyson on Netflix and in that fiasco, but like he's putting it up for sale if the right person comes along with the right price, isn't it?
Yeah, and obviously the question I was going to ask you, John, is you do Pokemon unboxings yourself, right?
We do occasionally.
Yeah. What's the most exciting or rarest card someone has pulled that you know of?
At the moment, the most exciting card anyone can pull is this guy right here on the box.
Which one's that?
Umbreon.
Oh, Umbreon.
So
from Prismatic Evolutions, like everyone's hunting that Umbreon, either in English in Prismatic Evolutions or in Japanese in Terrestrial Festival. everyone's looking for that Umbreon. Last week we had one of our customers open one in here, and it was actually really exciting because it was the first pack she'd bought.
All right.
So she opened the Japanese one, immediately got it ready to send off for grading and everything. It's exciting when you open it, and yeah,
I know it sounds.
it's a very expensive card.
I know it sounds silly, but why does it become more expensive just based on language?
So I think with the Japanese stuff, my understanding of it is they print a lot more of it. Like we sell the Japanese cards here. I doubt very much there's English cards in every shop in Japan. So the English cards are really only catering for us in America. And the Japanese cards are the originals. They print them first because Pokemon is a Japanese franchise. So they get them first. Then everyone around the world is collecting Japanese cards as well as English, whereas only in England and America we're collecting English. So Japanese actually print a lot more, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
That's my understanding of it, is that there's a lot more of those around, so they're not as valuable. In English, we tend to end up with the cards being a lot more valuable. There's less of them. It's harder to find. Plus, for instance, with this set in mind, Prismatic Evolutions, in Japanese, you can open a booster box of 10 packs.
Yeah.
Guaranteed a card called an SAR, which is Secret Art Rare. You're guaranteed one per box, so 1 in 10 packs has one of those cards that could be the Umbreon or any of the other evolutions. In English, I don't think there's any way to tell what you're going to get. You could open any product and not get anything, but there's no specific box that you can be like, there's guaranteed one in there. Japanese, you can, so it's easier to find, I guess, the Umbreon, in a sense. Not all that easy, but you know,
No,
it's
that
still
makes total sense. To be fair,
there's more of them around, I think, in Japanese than there is in English. So the English one seems to be 4 times the value.
And do you see like a mix of generations coming in, like parents or kids? And do they often buy it as a collector, or they buy it for the sake of it?
Some people buy it for the sake of it. They treat them like scratch cards or something. It's almost gambling to some extent. Yeah. So some people do it that way, but predominantly what we like to cater to is the hobby. We like people to be interested in it, and it's become almost like a family thing. Like kids get into Pokemon, and parents are at an age where they know what Pokemon is. They grew up with it anyway, and they see it as a great hobby to do with their kids. So like they'll collect along with their kids, and they can do it together. So it's almost like they'll come in and they'll buy a few packs every week just to enjoy it with their kids.
And I came across this thing where you can download an app, and you can go hunt Pokemons. Like, I mean, like that's still a popular thing. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
people
still
say,
mobile apps. So Pokemon Go is the main one that launched in 2016. That kind of had a resurgence in Pokemon fans then because of that. And it was weirdly, it was a great way to get people to go out and about. Like people were going outside and just walking around a lot more, being a little bit more health aware, I guess, getting some exercise just to go out and play on their phone and collect Pokemon.
It is sort of almost, I don't know if you know, but it's almost like geocaching.
Yeah.
But you're hunting Pokemons, like all over the parks and shopping centres and pubs and so on. And
honestly,
Lechlade.
I knew about Pokemon Go before I knew about geocaching.
Right. I mean, in April, Lechlade Riverside Pub, they're going to be doing a Pokemon Day, where there's loads of things going on. I don't know if you're going to be there at all. They said they told us about this virtual thing where you just go around, and they've got some that you can go chasing around the pub there. It all sounds fun. Like I think, like you're right, the family can go out and do it. You just take your mobile phone with the family, and you can have a lot of fun, like in the sun, like around the parks with kids, like chasing these. I suppose it's like, they're cute little, colourful characters, really, aren't they?
The resurgence.
Well, Pikachu looked quite cute.
The resurgence of Pokemon right now actually comes from the new app. I can't remember the name of it now, but TCG something or other. I'm pretty sure I've got it installed on my phone, so I can actually double check the name of it. But there is a new app that is Pokemon TCGP, so trading card game pocket, which you open digital packs and you can collect them and play battles. It's actually teaching people to play, which is great because that is a big part of Pokemon, is the game itself, playing the card game. So TCG Pocket has helped with the resurgence in the last 6 months.
So is that a thing as well? Virtual cards, not just like the physical cards. So you can buy virtual cards.
You don't buy them.
You don't
they
buy
give
them.
you
No?
like free packs every day. You can spend money on them, but you don't need to.
Right.
But you get packs every day to open on TCG Pocket, and that has brought back people that used to collect because they just started doing it on their phone, and then they're like, oh, I want some real cards. You know? So they come in and buy some physical cards because they've gotten into TCG Pocket, which I think launched September, October time last year. So about 6 months ago now at most. They're on about their third set already in that. So it's bringing a lot of people back to the hobby or getting people into it that weren't into it before.
And you were saying that there's a game out soon, as you say?
Oh no, they've got a new movie coming out. They do directed by the same people who did Studio Ghibli and everything, and it's becoming so big now. So where do you think Pokemon will be heading in the future with the new Switch coming out? Do you think that will attract more people to get into collecting?
Hard to say. It's hard to say. Like lots of things, like I say, Pokemon Go gave Pokemon a resurgence for a while.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like everything, some people will, do it for a while, and then, the next cool thing will come along, and they'll maybe move away from Pokemon for a little bit. But then something like TCG Pocket comes out, and that's brought people back again. I think it'll always have its ups and downs, where there'll be a lot of people into it, and then, people will veer away from it for a short while. But I think because of the nostalgia of Pokemon for the current generation, like they're going to come back to it. Yeah. So people will leave for a bit, come back to it. I think it'll always be something that is kind of on people's minds, and with how much value is in some of these cards nowadays, a lot of people almost look at it as investing. So that has become a big side of it, which is why we see the general people just come in to buy packs for the sake of it, like you mentioned earlier. Like some of those people are looking at it almost like an investment. They're trying to open the coolest, most expensive card and get that excitement from opening it, but at the same time know that they've opened something that's valuable and they can keep and pass on to their kids, or ultimately just sell and invest in other things. I'm not sure.
Now, speaking of this raffle, how can one get involved in participating?
So from Thursday the 27th, you can just come to the store and say you want to get a ticket. So it's going to be like a ticket per person. So each person can get one free ticket to enter the raffle. And then 1 week from then, we will draw the raffle and give out all the prizes. So we'll just have these prizes on display on Pokemon Day just to show people what they are entering for. And it's worth it because it's a bunch of free stuff. So.
Right. Well, thank you, John. That's it. Pokemon today. Get yourselves down to the incredible comic shop in the Brunel Shopping Centre. Enter the competition. There's some really cool stuff here. I'm not a Pokemon thing. I know of it. I don't understand it, but there is some cool stuff here. I can see where the fun is. And it's free, so why not come down and enter and have a look about. There is more than Pokemon in this shop. There's the comics. There's Star Wars. There's Marvel, DC. There's all sorts of. There's games to our left here. It's like an Aladdin's cave in here, which I'll now be spending the next probably hour basically wandering around and having a look at some cool Star Wars stuff. But come on down to the incredible comic shop and enter the competition and have a great Pokemon day.
See you later, guys.